everybody, this is Bonnie, and I am just coming to you. I'm going to show you how I made this little keychain rose using the, what do they call this? Spiral flower die. I love this die. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do, and I did this, I cut a piece of felt about the size of the die. And you can do several. I did 2. I don't know if you could do more than that. I've always just done 2. And so you're not going to need these pieces. And so we'll get them out of the way. Then they're going to come out looking like this. So I got 2 of them here. I'm not really sure which one will show up better. What you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to start at the end and you're just going to start turning it. I don't really know like if there's a tightness or certain, you want to start out fairly tight. You don't want to be too loose. Then once you get it going, you could just hold it in your fingers like this. And then it really just kind of moves along. There's kind of like a little circle. That is what's going to go on your bottom half. So I keep going until I get right to that end, and then that goes on the bottom half. So what I'm going to do is I got a hot glue gun, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom. And I'm going to push it over. And this is why I have the mat here. This is the silicone mat that Stampin' Up! Sells. Awesome. Everyone must have one. So just like that. And then I like to put a little dab right there on that like corner leaf so I can tuck that up next to it so it's not like hanging out. And I'll let that sit. While that's sitting for a few minutes, you need to take and cut out a circle. Now I used the framelit circle dies, and I ran this through. Now I did find that it does leave a little bit of hangings on the outside of them, so I'd use my scissors to trim it. But I only passed it through once, so maybe if you passed it through the physics thing twice, maybe you wouldn't have to do that. But that's just what I did. So you need a little circle. Then I'm going to take and fold the green in half. I went and used the what is it, Blossom Punch that Stampin' Up! Sells, and it looks like a leaf. This looks like a leaf to me. So I ended up punching out one of them to use as a template. And then I'm just going to use my scissors and I'm just going to trim around this. I'm just going to go and add a little dab of glue right here at the bottom. Maybe. Just put that right at the top. And then I have a piece of chain. Here it is. I have a piece of chain. Now this is from the Tim Holtz collection, but I'm told that you can get this type of a chain at like your Home Depot store, Lowe's or something like that, and they sell it on the roll. I did not know that. I am going to check it out because I do use this a lot for different things. So if you can, I mean, great, that's awesome. I'd go and definitely check it out and see what you can get. But I used about 4.5 inches. I thought that was plenty long enough, and then I used the little clasp in between. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take and we're going to put a little glue on the bottom of the flower, and then I'm going to add it to my leaf like that. Set in there. And I'm going to trim my flowers a little bit right there. I just don't like how that point that little point was on it. I didn't like that. So I ended up doing that. But yeah. So then we'll flip it over upside down. And I'm going to take and I'm going to put, well, actually, no. I'm going to do it this way instead. I'm going to take and put this down. So it's kind of like centered here. Like that. I hope you're picking this up. I hope the lighting, I hope the gray. You know, maybe working on this mat has kind of made it a little darker. Let's see. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. And then a little dab on each side of the metal. I put one right on the metal, and then I put a little bit on each side of the metal. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this and I'm just going to stick it right on top of it and let it sit there for a few minutes. It doesn't take long, but you definitely want to let it sit for a little while so that it don't over. Okay, so it looks like that on the back side of it. And then I check it to see if there's any spots, like right here. I feel like it didn't get enough glue. I don't know if you could see that. I feel like there's not enough glue right there. So I'm just going to take my glue gun and I'm just going to, not really squeezing any because it's already hot from melting out. I'm just going to add a little bit there to help secure it. And I just kind of look it all over, make sure. I think that's pretty good. I think I got all the spots on there. I think that looks good. Oh, guess not. Okay. Get another spot right here. Okay. Use the mat to help push it down, hold it, so you don't burn yourself. That's why I like the mat. Okay, well, while that's sitting there, doing that and resting up, I went ahead and I used the big pearls that Stampin' Up! Sells. I'm just going to put a very little dab of glue in the center here. And I took one of the pearls and I set it right inside, just like that. And so it kind of holds it in place. There you go. I don't know if this mat was a good idea. Maybe I should have done it with a mat. I'm not really sure. I hope you guys picked up on that good. I hope it's. This is what I wanted to share with you today. They're just little keychains. I'm making these for all the ladies that come to my workshop, you know, this month. So this is what they get. I like to give them a little thank you gift. So I'm making them a bunch of these. But you can also, just in case you don't know, you can also make one into a pin if you'd like to turn them into a pin. But these are just a few ideas that you can do with the Swirl Framelit die. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Bye-bye.